Happy Friday, everyone. We are so lucky. We have our creative partner, Leslie Prinkki. Leslie, say hi.
Hi, hey everyone. Thanks for joining me tonight.
Did I slaughter your last name? Did I say it right?
Prinkki.
Prinkki. I put an L on there. I thought it after I said it. I was like, I'm pretty sure I just said her name wrong. But, well, I'm so excited because I always love to see what Leslie has to create. And she's going to be creating with the April Kiwi Club Kit tonight. So if you do you have that here? Okay, cool. Yeah, she's decorating or creating with the April Kiwi Club Kit. And so if you happen to have it, pull it out, come create along with her. And one way or another, hope that you're inspired to keep playing, creating in your lives. Okay, Leslie, I'm going to turn the time over to you. You ready?
Hey, thanks so much, Susan.
You got it all shared, all your comments up, everyone saying hi?
Yep, I see comments coming in. Oh, yay. Yeah, let me know where you guys are coming from, where you're visiting from. I would love to know. Any Coloradans out there?
I will be on the other end. I'm going to be scrapbooking myself tonight, so I'll be watching along with you guys.
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
All right, I'm turning it over. Thanks, Leslie.
All right, thanks so much. All right, everyone. I'm so excited to share the April Kiwi Kit with you guys. So hopefully you've gotten it in the mail by now. And for those of you who don't know who I am creative partner Leslie Prinkki, and I share quite a bit on the Kiwi page. Most of you probably know who I am, but I love getting my Kiwi kit, and I hope that you guys love it as much as I do. Hello, New Jersey and Delaware. Yay, Maryland. Yay, I'm so glad you guys are joining me tonight. It's been a while since I've been on, and so I'm really excited to take the challenge with this kit. So it has this really fun template in it that's really cool. I'm going to go through the kit really quick for those of you who may just get like maybe the templates or the create your own kit, just so you get an idea of what I'm going to be working with tonight. And also don't forget that there is an Ideas to Inspire PDF that is available for anybody to download over in the community, the Kiwi community. So make sure you download that for inspiration. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and get started, and I'm going to share this hopefully really quick here. Let me share this to a page really quick. And there we go. Okay, so over the rainbow, super fun. I cut my tag off my kits. It's just a habit that I do because I like to keep these for titles. Maybe later I'll use it. You could put it on a card. That would be super cute. So in this kit, you're going to receive 10 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. And right off the bat, this rainbow paper here is so amazing. I love it. It's probably one of my favorites. And everything in here is double-sided, really pretty green on the back. This one is another favorite with the rain boots and the cloud and the umbrella. And then you get always like a pattern solid, which I absolutely love, because maybe you don't have rain pictures or rain boot pictures or umbrella pictures, but you can always flip it over and use the back. And that's what I absolutely love. Here's a really adorable cloud one. And then this really cool, like vibrant, multicolored one that has all the colors of the kit. And then the super neutral one, it has kind of like hashtag marks on it in gray. And then you have like a really fun kind of burnt orange, a polka dot with green in the background. And on this side, it's a very pretty purple with umbrellas. It's really fun, kind of reminds me of The Matrix, if you've seen that movie, all the little dashes and dots. And this also has a lot of the colors from all the papers in the kit to tie it all together. A really bright fluorescent yellow. And then here's a red. It kind of just like has little marks on it. And You get 2 of these. So if you want to make a double side layout, you have the option. So one side is the dark blue with the black, and the other side is the red with red. It's like a tone on tone. And then the last 2 sheets are light blue, which is also you can use for another double pager. And if you flip it over, you have more of a neutral tone with kind of like a white background with like a really soft tan pattern. So tonight I'm going to be using the blue one. So I'm going to leave that out and make sure that's there so I don't forget. And then I'm just going to set these papers aside and I'm going to finish showing you what else came in this amazing kit. All right, so we got 4 templates this month. And the first one, I'm going to grab this just so you can see. It's the a la carte swirl. Look how fun this is. It's humongous. If you're wondering the size, it's huge. And then the other couple templates that we received that are super adorable that go with the kit, which will be so fun to use to coordinate with some of the other templates we have, is this a la carte cloud. That's really cute. And then we have these really cute splashes, and they're 2 different sizes of splashes. All right, so I'm going to be working with tonight the swirl and the cloud, and I'm going to be putting the splashes away for now. And you'll probably see those show up on a future layout that I'll share in the group sometime. Hey, Joyce, how are you? Hey, Gwen. Thanks, guys, so much for joining me tonight. I'm so glad that you guys remembered, that you guys are supporting me. It's always a little nerve-wracking to go live. I must admit that. All right, and then the extra goodies we got also are some really fun enamel dots that match the kit perfect. So I'm gonna try to use these tonight as well. And then you also get some really fun cards with the kits when you get the whole kit. And so you get a couple of the 4x6 cards, which are perfect if you want to do pocket scrapbooking. You can use these for shapes, or you can put your templates around and make it into a really cool shape. You can use them for titles, journaling, whatever. And what I love about the Kiwi Lane cards, which makes them so unique, is one side is always like a theme for the kit. And then the other side is usually a solid. So if you don't think you'll use that particular saying on a layout or a card, you can always flip it over and use the back side. And that's what I absolutely love about the cards. So you get some 4x6, you get some 3x4 cards, you get a couple 4x4s. Super fun, super fun. Can't go wrong. Such a variety. This kit is so useful for card makers, DIYers, you name it. I highly, highly recommend it. I have been a member of the club since day one, and I love it. I can't wait for it to come in the mail every month. Also, like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you're just joining me, be sure to download this. Super, super fun. Hey, Trudy. Thanks for joining me tonight. Hey, Gail. So nice to see you. And Diane, all my friends are here. Yay. So guys, you don't have to be a member of the Kit Club to download the ideas to inspire. It's super fun. I printed mine off today so that I could share with you. I'm going to actually take one of the ideas from the book and show you how to make it your own, and how you can take bits and elements of the layouts that they share with you from like Shiloh or Susan or whoever in the book, and you can choose who you want and, you know, take their inspiration and make it your own. And I love that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? And that's what I love about the idea books. So I'm going to be using this idea tonight, and it is an idea from Debbie. And I just love this. So I love that she used this really cool swirl template, and she put the photos in the little gaps here of the swirl. And I love the layering she did and the circle elements. If you know me, I'm all about circles. I absolutely love circles. I love circle punches. I love all the circle templates. Anything circles, I gravitate towards. And so this was perfect for me. So thank you so much, Debbie, for the inspiration on this layout. I'm super excited to share with everyone what I'm going to do to interpret this into my own layout. All right, so with that said, does anybody have any questions or anything before I start? Or if you have the April kit, have you used it yet? And if you have, how do you like it? And what do you think of this big swirl template? Super fun, right? So I must admit that I have a group of Zoomy friends, and some of them on there know that I've been kind of working on creating with this kit and coming up with some ideas on how to use this a la carte swirl. And I've been a little stressed about it because I really want to make something really cool and unique with it to share with you and inspire you. But ultimately, I created one layout that I'll share with you if I can remember at the end when I'm completely done with this. But I went back to the idea book and I just was drawn to Debbie's layout so much that I was like, you know what? I will share those other layouts with you down the road. Probably not with this particular paper kit because I'll probably use a lot of this in the next, couple layouts that I create with it. But I'm super excited to share with you some other ideas that I've come up with for this giant swirl. All right, so let's start scrapping. Oh, hey, Gail. You can't wait for me to use the giant swirl? Or you can't wait? Yeah, it's super fun. Yeah, I think it would be really fun as a candy, peppermint candy. Lots of fun ideas with that one. All right, so let me kind of move some of my paper out of the way and get a little organized here so it's not, creative chaos everywhere. All right, so guys, I also want to share with you that I found a couple other templates I think will work really cute with this kit. And it's the a la carte umbrella. If you have this one, it will be so adorable with this month's kit, as well as I think the a la carte shine, which is a favorite of mine. This one will be so cute with it. And I'm actually going to use this one tonight as well. But I wanted to remind you that if you do have the a la carte umbrella, I know this one is retired, to make sure pull it out and use it with this kit. If you have those really cool, cute pictures that you can use. I don't have any rain pictures or anything like that. So we're just going to do something completely different. And it's not even, it doesn't even really go with the theme of this kit, but we're going to go with it. And I think it's going to be fun when we're all done. All right, so let me grab my photos and show you what I'm going to work with tonight. All right, so how many of you have been to Universal Studio Orlando? Raise your hand, tell me in the comments. Hey, Betsy. Hi, Linda. Thanks, guys, so much for joining me. I'm going to be scrapping Simpsons Land. I'm not sure if that's the exact term that that area is called in Universal, but I have these fun, bright colored photos. And this is from, where you can get the giant donuts, lard lad donuts. And I had taken this picture in front of the giant statue, and then we, purchased, of course, the giant donut. And I did not eat that all. I'm just gonna, put that out there right now. I probably could have because I really like donuts, but we shared it. I think it was 7 people ate that donut. And then here's a picture of my kids in front of the cop car. I don't remember what that guy's name is. And then we have a family photo. Yeah, here I am eating the donut. There's Krusty. It's like a ride, I guess. And then my son with Homer and Bart. And then we have Krusty, and I don't remember his name either, but we're going to go with it. So those were my photos, and I ended up printing these at 3x4, and I'll show you why. Don't forget that I'm going to be using Debbie's layout here. So if you have the idea book and you're scrapping along with me, go ahead and pull that up and you can see exactly which layout that I'm working with here. So I'm going to set that aside so I can reference it. All right, and then let me grab, I've kind of already thought my process out so that I don't waste your time, but we can have fun and create together. So I've kind of already pulled all my templates to share with you. I have a design in mind, and I'm going to have you guys kind of help me navigate through the papers on which papers I should use where and which ones possibly will, you know, accent the pictures the best. Oh, and make sure if you guys use this paper like I do that you have your pattern going the same direction. That would have been funny. Okay, so first off, I'm going to be using streamers too. This is super fun to use. I really love using this one. I'm going to be incorporating funky frills, 1A and 1B. Chevron, we got 1A and 1B. And then rings, because I love circles. We have rings 3, rings 2, rings 1. And of course, we're going to be using the a la carte swirl from the kit. I'm also going to be using the a la carte cloud today, the a la carte shine, and elements 5. And I think that's it for templates. And then I've brought in a couple embossing folders that I think will be really cute. This one says sprinkles, and it's literally like cupcake sprinkles. And then this one is my all-time favorite embossing folder, like on the planet Earth. And it's a Cuttlebug, really super old. I don't even know if they make this anymore, so I apologize if you fall in love with it and you can't find it. But this is the Swiss Dots embossing folder. The donut is huge. Yeah, it's definitely a donut you have to share, Betsy. I think if you were to eat it all, you would get a really bad stomach ache. It would be miserable. Yeah, we actually went to Universal a couple times. We took my husband's parents with us the first time, and they had a ball. And so my family of 5, and my husband's family, we all shared that donut because there was no way we were going to be able to eat that all by ourselves. All right, so let's get to playing. And that's what I absolutely, if you're new to Kiwi Lane, I want to tell you right now that I have been using Kiwi Lane templates since around 2011. I designed for Kiwi Lane back in 2012 on their first design team, and I have been using these templates ever since. They are my go-to. I don't pull out any electric machines. They're just, I love the hands-on, I love the simplistic templates. I like just being able to, you know, manipulate the templates and how I want to use them. And the thing that I also really love about the templates is that you can design your page without cutting into a piece of paper and ruining that piece of paper. So if you only have one of a particular pattern and you're really afraid to cut into it, and you go and cut into it and you accidentally don't like it, guess what? You have to either go out and buy a new piece of paper, or you have to start over and use a pattern that maybe you didn't want to. But with the Kiwi Lane templates, it makes it super easy. You don't have to worry about ruining anything because you're going to see the design laid out before you even cut into any of your paper. Okay, so I'm going to pull the sketch over one more time and hold it up for you guys. If you have not pulled up the idea book, if you haven't downloaded it or anything, be sure to do that. It will save in your file on the Kiwi community and you'll have it forever. But this is the one I'm going to do that was by Debbie. And I'm going to use that as my inspiration for tonight. Okay, so let's get to playing. I hope you guys are scrapping with me tonight and playing along. So I'm going to do exactly like what Debbie shows in her sample, and I'm going to stick the a la carte swirl over here. And then she has 2 circles right here, and I'm going to use the rings. So I'm going to take the larger ring 3, and I'm just going to slide it underneath like this. And then she's showing another ring up above. So I'm going to take ring 2 and, you know, put it over here somewhere. So that side's looking pretty good, right? I like it. So far, so good. And then on the other side, Debbie has some vertical pictures. I'm going to be using horizontal pictures on my right side of my layout. So I'm going to change this up. I'm not using the exact same templates that Debbie's using either, but it's going to be fabulous when it's done, guys. All right, so the streamers 2, I'm going to be using over on my coordinating side, and I'm going to flip my streamers this direction. So the words are opposite. So I'm just flipping it over because I kind of want it to go this way. And I'm going to kind of put that all the way over to the edge. And then I have my funky frills. And I love these. If you haven't purchased these yet, they're so fun. And I love it because this one layers with Aspen Court. It's so fun. And the other ones you get in the set also layer with coordinating templates, and they just make it for a really fun design on your layout. So make sure you check them out. Okay, so I'm going to move my inspiration out of the way. Hopefully you've gotten a good look at that, and I'll show you again too. Let me know if anybody has any questions. What's everybody been up to this past week? Super busy with work. I know my kids, they've all gone back to school. My daughter's home, but she's home from college now, but she's super busy with all her finals right now. I'm going to take Funky Frills and I'm going to stick it up here, and I'm going to flip it backwards again because I want this hanging part of the template to come down in the space right here and not cover up the a la carte swirl. So we're going to do something like that. And I know it's probably a little bit hard to see because this background paper is pretty light and then the templates are see-through. But once we start cutting paper and replacing the templates with paper, you'll get the idea of the direction I'm going. All right, so I mentioned we're going to use Elements 5 and a la carte Shine in this really cute a la carte cloud that came in the kit. So the Elements 5, I think is just kind of fun. It kind of just screamed to me like fun and Simpsons like. So I'm going to stick that on top of the swirl. And Debbie had one of, I think, the flower elements, like a flower in the center of hers. And so we're going to use that one. And then the a la carte Shine, I'm going to put the a la carte Shine over on my right side. And then the cloud, you know, we can move them, right? Because that's what I also love about Kiwi Lane templates is they're movable. You don't have to be, you know, commit to has to stay here. It doesn't, because you can move it around. And sometimes I'll design a page like this and I'll change my mind halfway through and I'll move things around, and that's totally okay. All right, guys, so let me pull over my main pictures so you can get an idea of where we're going. All right, so I'm going to use this family picture and I'm going to put it up here, this 4x6. And then I'm also going to take this other 4x6 and I'm going to plop that one over here. And what I'm probably going to do is, because I have this curve here, is I'm going to slide my pictures over so that they have a purpose of being inside that little curve there. And then I'll leave a little bit of pattern paper on the side like that. And then I have, let's see here, this donut picture, of course. And I know I'm going to cut this down, but I think I'm going to stick it over here like at an angle. And then I'll cut this one down as another little accent over here. And the little rings one, I'm going to make a cute little donut with that tonight to represent the donut that we purchased and ate. And so I think I'm going to, like, you know, have that as a little embellishment somewhere over here. And then I have this cute picture of my son. And so I'm going to probably tuck that up underneath the ring, the larger ring 3 on this side. And then in here, I'm going to go through here and pull out a card. That's going to be really cute for the other one. So I think I'm going to put this one that says Hello Sunshine. I really like the bright yellow because of all the Simpsons colors. I think it's perfect, this bright yellow. Did I say orange? If I did, I meant to say yellow. So that will kind of like go in there is what I'm thinking. Okay, and then I'll pull in some more yellow over on the sun when we get over to that side. And the cloud, I think we can find a card that will go with the cloud. That will be really cute. I had one in mind. Let me see if I can find it. Where did it disappear to? Here we go. Happy just because. And I think this will be so cute. It has all these fun colors and we're all having a great time in, in Orlando. So that's perfect for the cloud. So I think we'll put that for the cloud. Oh, and I forgot about the chevron. So, oh, great. I love it too, Gail. The Swiss Dots embossing folder is one of my faves. It really is my all-time favorite one. Love it, love it. So if you're lucky to have it, pull it out and use it. So I'm going to use the chevrons, one probably across here. And then I think I'll tuck this one up underneath. So they're both going to go on top of the funky frills, just to give it a little bit more color, a little bit more design. And so kind of that's where I'm going with that so far. Okay. Now you're probably wondering, what am I doing with this wheel? So on Debbie's layout here, which I absolutely loved, is she has photos in the open spaces of the swirl. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how I go about doing it. I'm sure there's several ways that you can incorporate photos into this wheel. I'm going to call it a wheel, but it's a swirl. And I went ahead and printed photos at 3x4. Yeah, 3x4. And so they are a little bit larger. Here I am pretending, you guys are pretending I'm really not eating the donut because we shared the donut. But I'm going to show you how to get those photos to fit, into the little openings here. And so that will be really fun to do. All right, so let's start picking paper. So I'm not going to bring I have 4 photos. I'm just going to put them off to the side so you guys will know that these photos all go in the swirl. But let's start picking papers because I feel like I really need to attack the main elements, which is the funky frills for me and the swirl and the streamers. You can't see streamers because my photos are all covering it up here. But we'll go ahead and let me trim these down really quick. And then we'll pick papers. How about that? That way it'll be a little bit easier so we can see everything. And yep, I used the same cutter as Susan. I love it. My light sometimes twitches, drives me a little crazy sometimes when it does that, but it's old. It's gotten a lot of love. All right, so that one's cut down, and then I think I'm going to completely cut this down and not leave a white border. I could leave a white border around this because it's a 3x4 size that I printed, but I think we will just keep it just the photo color. All right, I'm going to pick up all those scraps. So is anybody scrapping along with me with their kit tonight? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments if you are, or if you've already used your kit and made some layouts with it. That would be fun to know. Have you shared them in the group yet? Guys, make sure when you're sharing in the Kiwi, whether it's in the Kiwi group, or if you have Instagram, be sure to hashtag it with create with Kiwi Lane. That way Kiwi Lane can find your projects quite quickly that way as well. Hi, Laura. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. You're working. Shh, I won't tell anybody. Thanks for joining me. I love that you're supporting me. Yay. All right, let's pull over the papers. So I'm kind of thinking we need to pull in. So in these pictures here, I have green because of crusty. And we have red and blue. I'm not wanting to cut into the rainbow paper because I think I have a project in mind for this down the road. And so I'm going to set this one aside and we will not cut into that tonight. All right. So the rainbow one here, I love this one too. And I really don't want to cut into this one either. So I think I'm going to put that aside as well. You're scrapping but on a different project. Awesome, awesome. Hi, Renee. Your brother came to pick up a box. He took my key. Oh, that's funny. Oh no, I hope he brings it back over to you quite quickly. That's so funny. Oh, hey, Joyce. Okay, yeah, sure. I will definitely tell you which templates I'm cutting out when I cut them. That way you definitely will know. You're scrapping with a different paper. Awesome. Red Poppy, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you guys are scrapping along with me. It makes me feel not alone. I love scrapbooking with my friends. And with COVID, it's been quite a challenge. But I have my Zoomy friends that I get a scrapbook with. And so that's made it so much more enjoyable. All right, guys, I'm definitely going to use bits of this multicolored paper because it is loud. And I'm not sure how it's coming across over the camera there, but it sometimes bugs your eyes out a little bit. So I think this is great to use in small bits. So we'll definitely use that one. Okay, and then I love this green one, and I think this will be perfect. The green with the photos that I have here. So we'll be using the green side, probably not the purple side because I don't really have any purple. And then I also think that this will be an awesome one to use because Bart has red. There's a lot of red going on in a lot of these photos. So this will be great. Okay, for sure going to use this navy blue because we got a lot of blue. I chose the lighter blue for the background so the colors will pop off the photos and the pattern papers. And then the one left over is kind of like this orange with the neutral, and we'll put this one just off to the side because we may or may not use this one. And then I also have the cards that sometimes I like to cut into for my different elements. That way I don't cut into a giant 12 by 12 if I need a certain color, and the cards have it on the back. So let me find my cards. What did I do with them? I have here they are. All right, so what I'm saying is, like, instead of cutting into a whole 12 by 12 of yellow, I can flip one of these cards over, and if there's a yellow one and my template fits, then I can use it that way. Otherwise, I'll have to cut into a bigger sheet, but I always like to refer to my cards first so that I can get the most out of my 12 by 12. All right, so, okay, I need advice on if you think I should go with these color patterns for these particular templates. So in my mind, what I was kind of thinking was having the wheel or the swirl. I don't want to keep calling it a wheel. The swirl, I was thinking it would be really nice if it's the dark blue pattern. So let me know if you agree. So I was thinking, you know, putting the dark blue here. So do you guys like that? Hello from Michigan. Under quarantine. Oh man, what a bummer. Well, I hope that you are finding some fun stuff to do inside while you're in quarantine. Oh, you have Simpsons pictures too, Renee? Yay. Well, maybe you can get inspired by my layout with your photos and give it a try with this kit. All right, guys, let me know. Do you like the blue for the swirl? Because don't forget, the blue is just going to be showing where you see the solid part of the template, and then my photos will be in, you know, they'll literally be where the openings are. You love the colorful paper with your photos. Yay, thank you. Yep, you like the blue, Kay? Awesome. Okay, okay. And so I was thinking about doing the swirl blue. And then the, I really would like to pull this color in, like his shoes are green. Like I said, Krusty has green. Kind of funny to say Krusty, you know. And so I was thinking like maybe having this as one of the like the borders, the top and the bottom like that. I think that will help kind of balance. It's not too overpowering. Plus we'll be layering a chevron over top of that, which we could do in the bright color, like this one here we could do with the chevron. You guys liking that idea? Let me know what you think in the comments. That's kind of what I had envisioned. Like, I think that it will balance out really well. And the thing that I also love about the Kiwi Lane templates is that, you know, it's all coordinated for you. I mean, the kits, they're all coordinated for you. There's absolutely no guessing involved, and everything matches and it looks amazing no matter what you end up choosing in the end. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead, since a lot of people agreed on the blue. We will go ahead and trace this out and start getting this cut. And so here we go. Who's ready to scrap with me? All right. Oops, that moved on me. Oops, oops. Here we go. My really good pencil that I normally use, I ran out of lead. I'm gonna have to make this a little bit darker. So I'm just having to use a mechanical pencil here. I'm gonna also go in and lightly draw in these little like fan blades, swirl blades, little swirl openings. I'm not sure what you want to call them. I'm just gonna mark. So when I go to put my pictures, I know exactly where I'm gonna put them. All right. Thanks, Renee. I'm glad you like it. I think the color combination is super fun in this kit. All right, so I'm gonna just set that one aside and let's start cutting into this, and then we'll get a better idea once we get this cut out and put over on the paper. This is a pretty big template. I really like the big templates. They add a lot to the background, and you can use this just for a large circle as well, and you're not having to trace the open areas of the template. So if you're looking for a large circle on your layouts, this template right here will work awesome for that. So many cute ideas. If you haven't pulled up the inspiration book for the monthly kit for April, lots of fun inspiration. All right, so that's cut out. I'm gonna set my scrap aside. All right, and I'm gonna pull out my little bin here because I have to stay organized, you guys. I do. I don't like my stuff all over the place. Gives me a little bit of anxiety. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna move. I think I'm gonna move some of this so that I can work a little bit easier. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this layout. I'm gonna pick it up and move it over here so I can work on this. And I'm gonna pull over the photos that we're going to be putting inside the swirl, okay? And I'm gonna bring the swirl back over. And I'm going to grab, I think I'm gonna grab a pen I'm not really sure if this will be the best way to trace my photos with a pen, but we're gonna do it. All right, so I actually labeled mine. I have right side, top, bottom, left side. So I knew how these were gonna fit perfectly inside of the swirl. And so this one is going on the bottom. And so how I'm gonna do it is basically you have to kind of play with your photos if you wanna put your photos in here. And you have to kind of move the swirl around to fit your entire image in there. I found that the 3x4 size worked best for my particular photos. I think it's just kind of like something you have to play around with. So I'm going to go ahead and trace, and you can move these. I'm going to trace my photo. I think that's pretty good right there. I would trace it with this pen. You guys will have to let me know what you trace your photos with when you do something like this. If you use a special pencil, pen. I remember back in the day, they had the wax pens that you could use and then wipe it off with your photos. It was photo safe. I'm pretty sure that's not photo safe, but it's what I have in front of me and it's what I'm going to use. Okay, so then I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out since I just traced it and get that done. And didn't go all the way through. Let me retrace that. Let's see on the bottom there where my mark went. There it is. There's got to be a better tool for that, right? You're probably all cringing that I'm using a pen. I knew if I used my pencil that I wouldn't be able to see the pencil line. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Brandy. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're scrapping along. And then I'll probably have to just slightly cut off so I can see that pen mark there. I'm going to just cut that off. That's the bummer part about using that pen is I can see it if I don't cut it exactly. Okay, so there's one. And let's do the right. So that's going to go on the bottom. So this one here is going to go on the right side. So I got to remember. So you have to make sure to really get that in there so that you're not getting the white part of your photo. And so I'm going to have it like that. It's going to cut a little bit of Krusty's hair off, but you know, it's okay. You'll get the idea when you look at the layout, what it's about. I guess it's Sideshow Bob. Is that what his name is? Let me try my pencil and see if that will work better. Let me see. Oh no, I don't like that at all. It wants to kind of do its own thing. Let me know if you have a recommendation. The eraser ones, I have one of those, I think, but I don't have the lead. That's the problem. I ran out of lead. I'm just using a pen just for this. I wouldn't normally be using a pen. I would, you know, for my tracing of my templates, I would be using my pencil. But I just need to be able to see this better. And the pencil doesn't seem to, on my particular finish on my photos, I can't see it. So that's why I just gravitated and grabbed the pen. Probably not the best idea, but that's what I went with. Do they still make? You would use a pen, or you meant to say pen, a vanishing pen. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and I know like back when they used to have, you know, like I said, the wax pen where you could wipe it off when you were done with your, when you were done tracing your stuff, and then it would just come right off of your photos. All right, so that one's gonna go there. We will have this one here. Now let's do the left side. And that's this funny picture of my husband with the Duff guy. And it's gotta to get it in there so it fits just right, because, you know, and then move those out of the way. Oh yeah, I had it turned. That's what I did. I kind of turned him sideways a little bit. It's kind of tricky to get the exact size you want for, you know, for this spacing in here. All right, here we go again with the pen. Oh boy. Hey Kay, you still have pencils with light or dark blue ends. Okay. You're not sure if you can still buy them. Yeah, if you let me know if you ever come across them again, because obviously I need one. This one is kind of hard to see too. It's like my pen isn't fully 100% working on the photo finish either. I can kind of see the outline. Do you guys throw your scraps away right away, or do you just like throw them on the floor? I'm kind of funny. I will throw them in the trash immediately after I cut this. I just like have a trash can right next to me. All right, so then that one will go like that. And then I have one left to do, and it's crusty and it's kind of big. All right, so let's move these out of the way because we know where they're going. And now I got to trace the last one, and I have to move it slightly. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let me go up close here, but you can't go straight on with it because you're going to get a white edge, and that's what's happening. So I'm having to just kind of play with the template and move it to kind of how, I mean, obviously it's going to cut off some of the background there, but that's okay. You know, my focus is my kiddos in that picture with a little bit of, you know, knowing that's crusty in there. So I'm not concerned about it because we have plenty of other main photos on the layout with my kiddos that will be the main photos anyway. This is just a really fun element that we'll be adding to the layout. Yes, that's exactly what I thought, Sharon. Creative Memories came out with one of those blue pencils, like wax pencils. It seems like forever ago that I used one of those. You have a basket for your scraps? Nice. But do you just throw your photo scraps or any little scraps? You just put them all in a basket and then like go through them later to see which ones you want to keep and which ones you disregard. Okay, so here's all my little pieces. So we got, here they are, just like this. All right, so we're pretty much done with this template. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside and pull this back over. Let's go ahead and get out our ink and go ahead and I got out a new ink pad because my other one was already drying up. I think I used it too much. And I'm just going to go ahead and start inking the edge of this really quick. I pretty much use vintage photo for, whoops, oh, it's not paying attention, oops. I pretty much use vintage photo, the distress ink for all my layouts. Occasionally I'll pull in a color. Sometimes it's fun. Yeah, I do the same there too, Debbie. Throw them away. I don't like to keep scraps. I try to use up everything I possibly can. I get really bored. I was watching Susan's video yesterday about her paper organization and stuff like that, and I was totally laughing because I think she mentioned something about how, you know, the kits are put together with so many pieces of paper and such, and by the time, you know, you pretty much get through the kit, you're kind of ready to move on to something fun and new, and I totally agree because that's how my brain works too. All right, guys, so we have an option. We can pop these up. So I already drew, and the reason I drew those on so I knew exactly where I'm going to adhere these. And you can erase any pencil lines, you know, when you're, after you adhere these. So should we pop them up or should I glue them flat down? Don't forget, we're going to also put the elements 5, which I will definitely pop elements 5 up in the center here. So what should we do? Tell me what you think. Should we pop them up or should we leave them flat? Any ideas? Any takers? Anybody? I gotta see what did I do with my pop-up. Oh, that's so fun, Linda, that you let your grandkids use your leftover photos. That's awesome. Think pop-up, I think pop-up. You think flat? Okay, Susan's saying pop-up, Betsy flat and pop-up. The element, flat. Back the photo with the pop-up. Okay, leave them flat and then pop up the center. Or here's another option. We could just pop up the larger side of the little, so it's kind of like that. I'm not sure if you guys will get what I'm saying there, where just the top of it's popped up and then the base of it where the element will go will be flat. You can kind of see what that looks like. The center also. Oh, I'm having you guys are like both. I have people saying both, what to do. Okay, let's try to just put pop up. So what I'm saying is just pop up right here. And then we can leave this area all flat. So when I put it on here, you just have a tiny bit of dimension, just a little bit. I think that's pretty cool. Let's give that a go. It's kind of like the happy medium of the flat with the pop-up. Yeah, let's go with that. And then we will definitely pop up the center for sure. That way it just kind of give it like a little like spinning. It's almost like it's motion, like it's spinning in motion with those being kind of popped up, flared up on the sides. All right, and I'm going to grab my giant UTG. Get this. You guys, I have to get out my little tweezers. I had a panic attack today. Not really, but you know, I couldn't find my tweezers and I absolutely love these. You can tell I've had them forever because they used to have this like rubber little casing on here and it's gone and it's missing color on the tips of the tweezers. I've used these things so much, but when you have fingernails, you need things to lift stuff and hold stuff. And so they're like my best friend and I couldn't find them today and I was really sad. Oops, that one down. Crooked. This is real life here, you guys. Real life scrapbooking here. There, I like that. Okay, let me show you up close kind of what that looks like. So just gives it a little tiny bit of dimension just on the bottom and then flat in the center. Yeah, I think I like that. I like it. But yeah, I love these tweezers because they help me pull off the tape. Because you know, when you have fingernails, sometimes my fingernails just don't work. All right. And this one, I can tell I might erase a little bit of lines on this one. Let me grab my eraser here. And it's dark blue paper, so even if I probably didn't erase these lines, you probably wouldn't see them. Oh, glad. Oh, yay. I'm glad you like that idea. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's just see how this will turn out with that popped up just on the one side. And then the element popped up. And I might have to pull like a circle or something also to put on the bottom of that. And just erase it. Just a little bit of erasing, just a teeny tiny bit. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. I saw crusty here and crusty here, and I just grabbed a crusty, you guys. Wrong one. Oh boy. I tell you, it's been a long day. I was fighting a headache earlier today, and I was really worried that I was going to be coming on Zoom or live today for you with a headache and not feeling very well. But luckily, it's gone. Thank goodness, because headaches are not fun at all. Oh, good, Laura. I'm so glad that you like the dimension that's going on right now. All right, stick this last one down. And then let's move on to something else. All right, so I have a little bit of pencil I can see right there. So let's get rid of that. I think the reason why you see a little bit more pencil is because when you're tracing the swirl and you're tracing it to fit the photo, but the inside tracing is a little bit bigger when you trace it versus cutting just a smidge, that's all. Okay, there we go. There's that. And then later we will put this on there and we can build on this. If I need to pull some more templates, definitely can do that. Okay, so I am going to probably come back to this template in a while because I'm thinking that it might be kind of fun if we add some color in between the photos, but I'm going to see what scraps I have left at the end before I do that. So let's go ahead and just put this back over here. And let's grab this picture here because I know that I'm going to tuck this picture and I want it into a circle, and I know that it's probably pretty close to the edge. Yeah, it will work. This will work. Let me try this pencil. No, that's not going to work. Do I have anything else? No. Here we go with the pen again, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one cut out so we can stick that down on the side. This is such a fun picture of my son. How come I can't see my line? Ooh, it's just right there. Let me retrace that. I'm having a hard time seeing my lines. Probably need to put my glasses on. Hey, Laura, how are you? Thanks for joining. I'm so glad you could make it. I'm working with the April Kiwi Club Kit tonight. Hopefully you got yours in the mail. Super fun and colorful and bright. I love how fun this kit is. I'm working with some photos. If you've just joined me from Universal Studios, it's from one of the sections at Universal. It has like from the Bart Simpson cartoon. So, it's a very small section, but we just happen to kind of go through that section and they happen to be there. So why not get your picture taken? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stick that there. And I can also make a larger circle outline, and the color might be nice too down the road. We can figure that out. And this one here, let's go ahead and cut that out. So I'm gonna kind of pull it up. I know the Hello Sunshine will not be centered, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just gonna line it up to where I think it will work. And I'm gonna trace it. Let's get that cut out. You guys, I have 2 pairs of scissors. Is anybody else like that? You work with different scissors, like for smaller things. I pull out my smaller detailed scissors, and for larger things, I use my larger scissors. Do you guys do that too? I really like these small Tim Holtz scissors. I know that they have a little bit of a serrade to them, but I really like them. And then let's go ahead and just ink this up while we're got it in our hand here. It's cute. Let's bring over my ink. There's no right or wrong way. I know some people like, wow, this is a really juicy ink pad. I'm not used to this much juiciness. I have to remember that. I know like some people like to ink at the end. Some people ink as they go. It just depends. I like to do both. I like to let it pop. I think that's the reason why I like to ink. Boy, this pad, I hope this doesn't get on my layout. It's really juicy because it's brand new. All right, and I also think that I'm going to do another ring. Probably should have, maybe I'll stagger those like that when yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, so that side, I got those main pieces all kind of figured out. I'm gonna pull the other layout back over and so you guys can see it. All right, and then we have the two main photos here. So I think I would like to get those glued down soon. I'm gonna move this and my little ring so I don't lose it. And these two borders out of the way. All right, so let's adjust this here. You are, Linda, you cut and then ink. And you use different scissors too, yeah. Okay guys, so this template here is the streamers too, and I flipped it over so that the wording is backwards because I want this curve right here to kind of hug my photos. So I think that would be really cute, but I don't want it too far over into the center. So I'm gonna have this over here, and then I'm gonna put my photos about right there. And this is something that I do sometimes if I'm not a measure and precise type of girl here. So I'm going to just kind of line that up. And sometimes I like to make just like a little hash mark right here. And I'm like, okay, and I'll move my template, slide it over. And I know I can see that itty bitty pencil mark there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere my photos down. And then I'll just line it up so I make sure that I have it straight at the top of the 12 by 12 sheet. And then I'm just gonna butt this one up against that one. And then I have a little bit of pattern showing through. And then just kind of butt that right up there. All right, so I'm just going to review this side really quick because I had forgot that I was going to tell you exactly which templates I used. So the larger one, if you didn't hear me before, that is the new template that came in the April Kiwi kit. It is the a la carte swirl. So I just finished cutting that if you're just joining me. I just cut out my photo on the bottom of that page, which is rings 3. And then I cut out a little saying card with rings 2, and that's all I've done so far. And I've attached these two 4x6 pictures. I still have my main borders and my fun borders yet to play with here. And we're gonna be pulling in a few more photos yet and a few more accessories. And then we'll start doing like little bits and pieces here and there. Okay guys, so this is where I am gonna slide this one back over. And then I have the frills. I'm going to go upside down underneath my photo like that. I'm going to stick this and this in there. And remember, I'm going to be putting these pictures here with my donut accent. And then I have my sunshine, well, I call it sunshine, but it's a la carte shine. Super fun template, one of my favorites. And then I have the little cloud that also came in this kit, the a la carte cloud, which we'll be putting over here. So I think what we'll do is before we start on the main borders here and getting the paper decided for that, let's go ahead and cut out the cloud. So that's the a la carte cloud, and I had decided to use this Just Happy, and it's a 4x4 card that came in the kit. And all you do if you're new to Kiwi Lane templates is they're really fun because you can see through them. And so you can place them over top of any card, photo, whatever you want to do, and you can adjust where you want that to go. And then you just trace it and cut it out. And so that's what I'm going to do with this cloud really quick. Let's just get that out of the way. Super easy to do. So we'll trace that with our pencil. And then we'll go ahead and cut that out and ink it. And then we'll set that aside for when we go to finish the layout. So we'll go ahead and cut that out. And always, if you can trim off the excess paper, whether you're working with the 12x12 or any size, even these small ones, cutting it away makes it so much easier getting rid of all the excess. Like this, I say give it a haircut is kind of what I say, give your paper a haircut so that you can get down to the details. And so that's how I like to do that. Makes for holding whatever you're cutting out, your accessory, so much easier. All right, so there's our little cloud that says happy just because. Let's go ahead and give that a little bit of ink. Oh my gosh, this thing is so juicy. I might have to pull in my dry ink. I'm not used to this much ink. Do you guys like to ink or no ink? And there's really no wrong or right. I love the inking because it really adds that definition between the patterns and it makes them pop off your page. So there's the little cute little cloud. All right. All right. This chevron will eventually go over here, and then we have the chevron up here. So now that the main parts of our page are set up, let's pull in the papers and determine. I really think this one, you guys, it's super busy for my eyes, but I love it. I really think this one would be great for chevron. Don't you? Let me know. I think this one would work best for the little tiny bit of accent with the chevron template. Yes, ink, you do both. Yeah, I kind of do both too. It really, really depends on the layout, but probably about 98% of the time I'm inking. That extra couple percent, it's because the layout might be a really soft feminine layout where I don't want any dark harsh inking on it. So let's keep that one let's do this one in the chevron. Let's just go ahead and cut this right away. Let's just get it out of the way. All my Zoom friends make fun of me because I just say go with it. Just go with it. Just do it. Don't hesitate. Just do it. I'm going to turn this over and cut it, you guys, so I can see it so much better on the side. And I'm just going to butt this up as close to the edge as possible and trace it. Ah! Don't do what I do. Make sure you hold it down. The chevron, super fun. I love to pull it out and use it when I can. I find that I mainly use it for Halloween layouts. Isn't that funny? But it is a super fun one. If you haven't used it and you have it, pull it out and give it a try. I can tell my template shifted on me. Just gonna double check that, make sure. And then I just butt the other one up against it. Oops. Maybe not. You can tell chevron for a long time. We're just going to cut that one. Just put it right in there so we can save as much paper as possible because we're all about Well, I'm all about trying to use up all of my paper to its maximum. And so I don't want to put my template in the center and start tracing it in the center because then I'm wasting a lot of paper. So I got both of those traced. So let's set those aside because we're done with those. And I'm going to take my paper cutter and I'm just going to make a cut because we're going to give this a haircut. The paper cutter back over. Let's give a haircut. And then I know there's so many different ways to cut the chevron. It's a pretty easy template. This is chevron, just in case you're wondering, chevron 1A and 1B. I'm going to use my larger scissors to make longer cuts with this. Don't worry about like having super precise lines because that's what the inking helps with, all those imperfections, right? The inking covers it all up. Anything exciting anybody's done this week? Or just the day-to-day normal stuff? We actually have been really busy in our home. We are redoing our garage. We have an unfinished garage. I'm not sure if that's a common thing everywhere or if some people's homes come finished, but our home came with one side of the garage had drywall and the other side did not. And I think it's because we have a bedroom above our garage and it's a code thing. So my husband has decided it's time to drywall the whole garage and get it all ready and nice. And so we're really excited about that. But talk about a lot of work because you have to move everything out of the garage, right? I'm just going to double check this. I have 2 lines on here. I'm like, what was I doing? Which one am I cutting? Let's see. The inner line. Okay. So my boys have been super busy helping their dad get everything moved out of the garage. And my husband has a lot of tools and just, you know, different things for the car. And so it's been a lot of work. Today we had a bunch of contractors and different people over, and it's just been like Grand Central Station at my house. I'm telling you, craziness. All right, so chevrons are cut out. Oh, I love it. It's perfect with this pattern. It's not too overwhelming for your eyes. I don't want to look at a layout personally and have my eyes bug out. I want them to rest and just take in the full layout and enjoy what I'm looking at. So that's why I thought this one here, yay. Thought the chevron would be perfect in this color pattern here. Right, so this one will go behind the funky frills. Let's move these scraps out of the way. So that will go behind here. All right, so now we need to pull in, we have the streamers and the funky frills left, and then just a little bit of accents to do. All right, so I feel like this one's still a little too busy for me to use for this for the funky frills personally. So I'm kind of leaning towards using this kind of dot matrix one is what I'm going to call it because it so reminds me of the Matrix. I think it would be nice back here because I'm going to have these photos covering up some of it. And then I have the bright yellow sunshine that will go on top of it. And I think it will coordinate really nicely with the colors in my photo right here. So that's an option there. And then this polka dot one, love this one too. I was thinking as the funky frills border where we could put the, which the chevron would sit on top of like that, but using the funky frills 1A and 1B. So that would be the polka dot pattern with the chevron sitting on top of there. Do you guys like that? And then using this, this red one with the multicolors in it for the streamers. Let me know what you think. I just like that this is kind of subtle, but yeah, it's going to pull out all these colors in my photo. And then let's see, and then we'll pull in some other colors and stuff from cards once we get to some of that. I love all the detailed stuff, but we gotta finish getting the base done first. You want to start a scrapbook for your daughter with pictures? Wow, yeah, that will be really fun to do. Red, yeah, you like the red for the streamers? Yeah, I do too. I think that one will be nice. It's not too overpowering because I will have photos sitting on top of it as well. You like it, Lisa? Okay. Any more comments, suggestions on what you think I should go with? I'll wait a few more seconds and see. And then if not, we'll just go for it. We will go ahead and trace the funky frills on the green and do streamers over here on the red. That looks good. You like it? Okay, cool. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So if you are not familiar with the border templates, they're super easy to use. I just trace, I always butt them up. If I'm using a brand new sheet of paper, I always try to find the straight edge, butt the template with the straight edge up to it. You just trace down the template. And then you take the coordinating template and you sandwich it together. And all you have to do is make a line right there so that you can take your paper cutter. So easy. I love Kiwi Lane templates. Just take your cutter and you find that line that you just made and you just cut it, give it a haircut again, right? And now all we have to do is hand cut one line, and that's going to give us the two templates that we need for our borders. So we'll go in here and just follow our pencil and get that cut out. These aren't my favorite scissors. I usually use my Creative Memories ones that I've had for like 20 some years, but I think they have sticky glue on them right now, so I'm not a fan of these ones. But I may have to change them out. They just don't feel that great, and they don't feel like they're cutting that fabulous to me. All right, so there we go. And just like that, we have two. Now let's go ahead and grab our ink and let's ink that up. I like using the ink because it also not only does it help hide those imperfections when you cut, because we're not perfect cutters. I don't know about you, but I'm not. And I love that it helps cover those imperfections as well as the pencil line. So you don't technically have to go back and ink up, or sorry, erase those pencil lines that you may see because you didn't cut it exactly. So I kind of like that. What paper is this, Debbie? This is the April Kiwi Club Kit. It's exclusive to the kit for the month, for this month, and it comes with exclusive templates as well. There are three different choices of kits that you can choose from for a monthly subscription. You can get the full kit, and that's what I'm working with, is the full kit. It's like Christmas at my door every month. You receive the whole kit, which includes 10 papers. You get several little cards, coordinating cards, and then you get templates, and the templates vary from month to month on what you're going to receive, and they're all different. stuff and fun surprise. And this month we also received some fun enamel dots that match the kit perfect. So that was a fun little bonus this month in the kit. You can also just get the templates if you just want the templates that come in the kit, or you can create your own kit as well. So lots of choices. I love the full kit because I love kiwi paper. So we're gonna go ahead and stick that one down, and I forgot to ink up my chevrons. So let's just go ahead and ink up the chevrons while we're at it. But yep, this is the Kiwi Club Kit. The polka dot you didn't use in your samples. Oh, I love polka dots too, Susan. Love polka dots too. You can't go wrong with the polka dot. You just can't. You know, Kiwi should come out with just a collection of polka dot papers. That would be fun. Because the Kiwi papers, if you've never worked with Kiwi Lane papers, oh my gosh, they are my favorite. They're just the quality, the weight of the paper. There's nothing else like it. I'm telling you, it's just classy paper. There's nothing like working with really quality paper and then trying to cut in some flimsy paper that you probably have in your stash from years ago. Like you just are like, oh, I hate this paper. What is this? Like there, you can tell a big difference in paper weights. I see a little weird. I don't know what I did here. It's kind of weird. I didn't cut that right. Let's give this a quick inking. And then we'll do the chevron for this side. Oh, undo gets rid of the sticky. Okay. Oh, hi. Hi, Shirley. I'm so glad you could join me. Yay. I'm glad you didn't miss me. You can always go back and watch the recording as well if you're not able to catch it all or you want to see the beginning of it. Working with the April kit over the rainbow, super fun. I love all the colors. They just make me happy. All right, so then that one will go there. Let's go ahead and ink this chevron up since I forgot. Yeah, that's true, Laura. The weight definitely makes it so much easier to cut when it's a higher poundage. I agree, 100%. Okay. You're in Arkansas, Shirley? Oh no, you're having bad weather. Oh no, your internet probably is going to be like coming and going. Oh, that's terrible. We have beautiful weather here in Denver. I cannot wait for summer. I love warm weather. I'm not a fan of cold weather. The older that my husband and I get, we've determined, yeah, we're not fans of cold weather. I might see ourselves being like snowbirds someday where we end up going somewhere warm for the winter. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and cut streamers too with this red color. And I think I'm going to have it going vertically down with the pattern. And I think I'm going to trace it on the yellow side. So this is a trick I learned from maybe Linda. Linda, was this your trick? Let us know. But she says, like, if you have a dark sheet of paper, I think it was Linda, that you do the slip thing with your template. So place it on your paper and then you kind of slip and slide sort of thing. And then you flip and then it's going to cut how we want it. So if you saw that, I want it to be like this when it's done. So I'm just going to slide it back so that it's the right orientation when I cut it out. Otherwise, if you see me make a mistake, you guys, I'm going to cut it out again, you know, but then I'm going to waste my paper and then I'm going to be really sad. So let's go ahead and trace streamers 2. This is a super fun template if you haven't played with this one. I love this one because you can do so many fun things with it. You can incorporate photos with the shape. So fun. I just love it. And we're going to give this paper a haircut. You're the same way, Susan. Yeah, my husband's parents, they used to be snowbirds, and they had an RV, a fifth wheel, and they would travel to California. At the time we were living in California, and they would travel for 6 months out of the year. So they would go to Arizona and California. And it was so nice because back then my daughter was just born, and she's my oldest of 3. And it was really fun to be able to have family by us, and they were there, and they kind of had their own little place, and it was just kind of fun. But you know, life happens, and they were able to do that while they could, and then they had to go take care of their parents as they were aging and their health was failing. So I really enjoyed that when we were snowbirds and they would come to California. But now, you know, we live in Colorado and we pretty much have the same weather. So they're not going to come here and hang out with us for 6 months now. We sure do miss them. It's been a long time since we've seen them because of COVID. But I think it will be fun to like go somewhere tropical and fun and warm, and then come back to Colorado in the summer times when it's hot everywhere else. Okay, so I'm going to move streamers now and replace it with my cut paper. Move all this out of the way. So this is how, let's ink this up while we have it. Let's go ahead and ink it up. Oh my gosh, snow is so much work. We just got that big spring snowstorm. Yeah. And thank goodness my husband has this ATV with a scoop on it. And I think all the neighbors are like so thankful because he does their driveways. Like he's so like helpful. And we live by a lot of elderly people, and they're so appreciative. So he likes it because it's fun to ride and it's something he can do, but it has like a big scoop, like a giant, like little tractor scoop on it. So he can go ahead and push the snow off of people's driveways. And the thing here is we live in a cul-de-sac. So the city, our city does not come in and clean the street in the cul-de-sac because it's considered a private street. So we would be left with all the snow in the street and having to deal with it ourselves. So my husband moves it out of the way, scoops it up, pushes it over by the sidewalks so that you can drive, you can leave your house and you're not stranded and stuck. And then he will go ahead and, you know, do the sidewalks and everything. So it's really nice because we just got snow. That spring storm brought, I think it was like 17 to 24 inches of snow, which is so crazy. And so, yeah, I don't love the snow. Don't love it at all. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this one down because I know that it's gonna be placed there. So let's just go ahead and glue that one down. And look at this. Ink. This inker is so juicy. It inked on my my background page, but I think we will just put a band-aid there and move my, I don't know, I'll have to figure something out. How dare this inker get on my page? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how juicy that is. Note to self, do not open a brand new ink pad when you're doing a live. here. Oh, it looks like the sun is kind of coming in through my window here. Hopefully it's not giving you a super bad glare. But it's been super nice here. I'm really enjoying it. Sorry that you're having bad weather. All right, so that's where that template will live. And then we will bring over, let's go ahead and attach these Funky Frills, which was Funky Frills 1A and 1B. I always like to put it on the ends of the layout, so my adhesive, so it doesn't pop up. Actually, oh my gosh, yay, look at this. My Funky Frills is gonna cover that ink mark. Yes, happy accidents. Now, yay, that makes me so happy. I'm just going to line that up and boom. And then we'll go ahead and put the chevron on. What do you guys think so far? Are you liking what you're seeing? Yeah. It's a super juicy ink pad. My other ink pad, I know that you can buy like re-inkers for it, but it's the actual felt pad part of the ink, it's really warped. Like it's kind of warped and looks really dry. And so I was like, yeah, I'll just get a new ink out today. Maybe I probably should have done that. Okay, so there's that. And then, you know, we'll have our little cloud over here. We'll have our donut. We'll have a little happy sunshine. And then we'll have this photo of me with the giant statue and then the real donut over here. So this is what it's looking like so far. I am going to see if I can shut my blind really quick and see if that glare goes away for you guys. This is kind of annoying. There, hopefully that's a little bit better. Sun's shining super bright right now. All right, let's go ahead and glue this. Let's go ahead and glue the other Funky Frills down really quick. Slide this over a little bit. Don't get any ink on the background page because it will be sad. You've had gorgeous weather too, Gail. Yeah, I love going outside. Yeah, our grass is starting to turn green already. It's, I love when it turns green and it's just that sign of spring is here. Things are gonna start pollinating, flowers are gonna come out, and it's just gonna be pretty again. Pretty again. I love when it gets colorful. All the colors, the green grass and all the flowers. Makes me happy, just like this paper. Right. Oh, I'm glad you love it, Joni. All right, so I'm just putting the chevron right up at the edge and then just matching it up over here. And voila. And then we have this, and I left room if I need to tuck it up. I didn't put any adhesive right underneath there. And then we still have these little guys here to find a paper. And then our center. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Hopefully I'm back in frame here. It looks like I moved out of frame a little bit. All right, I'm going to let's work on the donut and the sunshine. Let's get those cut out. Pretty easy. Find my yellow piece of paper. All right, so the yellow was the backside of that red. Oh, thanks, Betsy. I'm glad you think it's cute. So let's go ahead and get this little sun a la carte shine. So adorable. It's like one of my favorite little templates. Go ahead and trace this. Hope everybody's having a great evening and enjoying themselves. And if you're crafting along with me, don't forget to share what you create, and don't forget to hashtag it so that Kiwi Lane can also find what you're creating. And don't forget to the hashtag is Create with Kiwi Lane. I always love seeing what everybody creates. So fun, because like if you get the monthly kit, there's so many different ways that people interpret the layouts, and it's just so fun, and all the different ideas that everybody comes up with. I just love that we are such a fun community of sharing and creating and giving people ideas on how to use their kit. It's always fun to see different ways, because sometimes you may have not thought of using a particular template in a way that somebody else will think of. So let's go ahead and cut out the a la carte shine. And this one, I kind of like do a haircut. Like I'm like, it's getting a haircut. But not like a crazy haircut, because you definitely don't want to like chop it all up. And then I'll go back in and do all the little details of the sun. That way I can get the back. So I pretty much do that, and then I'll go back in and get all those itty bitty pieces, and I'll use my little scissors for that. You don't have grass? Oh, sagebush. Okay. Does it smell like sage? Because, you know, I grew up in Montana, and the sage is everywhere. The sage bushes are everywhere, and it's very fragrant. Congratulations, Gail. Also, I saw that you got a new home. How exciting. Are you able to have a scrapbook space? So I know that you do a lot of projects. Be fun to, you probably have to pack up all your scrapbooking stuff. Oh my goodness, that would be so hard. I had to move all my scrapbooking stuff not too long ago because we got new flooring. Oh, that was not fun. Paper weighs so much, you guys. If you have not ever moved a scrapbook room before, oh, it's not fun. It looked like a paper bomb and a craft bomb had gone off in my living room for days. My kids were like, Mom. And I honestly don't feel like I have that much crafting supplies, but when you see it taken out of a space and just all thrown into one area altogether, it looks like a lot. All right, there's my little sun. So I'm going to be super careful when I ink that. And I'm going to maybe grab, I'm so glad you think these pictures are perfect. I thought they would look great because of all the bright colors. I'm going to see if I have a little daughter that I can use my shine here, because I'm afraid, here we go, that the new fresh ink with my inking tool will definitely make a mess. I don't want a giant messy sun. Oh my gosh, your husband, Patty, has already cut grass? That's amazing. We haven't got to that point yet. It's just finally turning green. But our grass is kind of, it's not very pretty in the backyard, because we've had some areas where the grass kind of died. So we're probably gonna have to like seed it or get some new sod put in that area. I think it's because of the type of grass that was put in our yard. It, look at that, messed it up already. It's not native to this area. You guys find these tiny bits really hard to ink? Because I do. I do. You have a craft room right inside now? Oh, a she shed. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I hope you share a video with us or some photos of your she shed when you get one. You moved 3 years ago, Linda? Oh gosh, yeah, terrifying. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, I try to sometimes come underneath so I don't get the top of it with ink, but I think I had some ink on my fingers and I smudged it. But you know, it's all homemade, right? It's all about being homemade. I'm not a perfect scrapper. Bend back the paper. Okay, let me try that a little bit and see if that helps a little bit. Thanks for that tip, Susan. I usually am pretty good about, I just think I'm doing it a little too fast and I don't know. This ink is really wet. Yeah, that helps. That helps. Those little delicate pieces there. Get in there. But you know, it looks so much better when it's inked. I just think it's so cute. I'm actually going to run that through an embossing folder, the Swiss dot one that I showed you earlier. Okay, so let's work on this donut really quick. And let's decide actually first, let's do this. What colors these rings should be right here. Will it fit on one of these cards? Yeah, we could do that. Okay, so options for the ring, for these two rings. We have the yellow already. I'm kind of thinking I think we need a circle here too, or another layer. What do you guys think? A circle or a layer? Let's just take this just for size reference. If I were to put a circle there, ooh, yeah, I think that's a good size. So I need to figure out, let's figure out this color. I think this blue would look really nice. What do you guys think? Should we put this lighter blue ring? And then I'm gonna have to get a 12 by 12 or a scrap for this one here because it's a little bit bigger. I don't wanna use that. A Q-tip. Yeah, a Q-tip might work really well. Just grab a wet wipe really quick because I have ink and I don't want to get it everywhere. So I always kind of keep some little wipes next to me. You guys like this blue here? And then let's see, what should we do for this ring here with my son with Bart in it? We could do, how about red? We could either do, I don't know if there's enough on this one. I can make that work. We could do this red over here on the larger circle here, or I have the dotted one that I could pull in the dots on the other side. What do you think? You moved twice already? Oh my goodness. Red, which red do you like? Do you like the red? Should I pull the same pattern from this side over here, which I typically would, but we don't have to because all the papers coordinate, or should we go with more of this solid red with the photo of my son here? I think I kind of like the dotted one because it is pulling out the yellow in Bart and then the blue in their pants. The matrix paper. Okay, cool. That's what I'm thinking too. Okay, well, definitely. Do you like this blue as well? This is from one of the cards, and I think it would be helpful to use because then I'm not cutting into another scrap. The matrix paper. Perfect, perfect. You like the dot, this one? Let me know if you like this blue one. I'm gonna go ahead and trace this one while you guys tell me if you think that blue will work really well over there. And I need to, oh, I already got my sun, so I'm good with yellow. So I'm just gonna push this all the way up. Wasn't actually planning on doing a pattern behind my photo, but now that once I saw my photos cut out, I really feel like it needed it. So that was rings 3. Okay, sure, scrapping along with me. I'm gonna give this a haircut and get that off. You like that blue one there? Okay, cool. We'll do the blue one. We'll get this cut out and inked up. And then let's go ahead and give that a little bit of ink. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? Or have you eaten yet? With quarantine, I've been cooking way more than I probably have ever cooked in like my 20-some years of marriage. It's been fun though. I really do love to cook. It's just, I hate the cleanup. And the fact that it takes everybody like 10 minutes to eat their food when it's taking you like an hour to make. Okay, so we will do that. And then let's go ahead and cut the blue one out. Bandanas barbecue. Ooh, barbecue. That sounds yummy. Definitely sounds summery. That fits on there just perfect. Perfect. We are having Chipotle. My son loves Chipotles, and that was ring 2. They probably have already eaten without me, which is totally fine. I'm actually not yet hungry for dinner, but I'll be excited when I am. Patty, what do you want? You want what? We ate at out. Ooh, yummy Outback. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. You guys are gonna make me hungry. All right, so the blue one is cut. Let's go ahead and ink that up, and then I'll keep that little scrap because you never know when you're going to need your little pieces of scraps. And I like to use, like I said earlier, I like to use my kit to the fullest. So keep all my scraps that are pretty good size that I know that I'll be able to get something cut out of down the road. All right, so we'll have that there. We'll have that there. And then the donut, I pulled in a piece of pink paper from my stash and a piece of this tan paper, but I was thinking of doing like the outline of the donut, but we're gonna go ahead and just trace this pink part, and that's gonna be our icing for the donut to represent the donut. This is rings 1. And I'm also going to trace the inside too, like that. And then that's this. I want to see if, kind of want a little bit of a tan showing. So I have some of these old school scissors that I pulled out, kind of make the frosting not so straight. So we'll go ahead and finish cutting out our little donut there. And I got to get in that little center there. And I know that I don't have a punch that will reach inside there. So I'm going to take, I know some of you don't like an X-Acto knife, but this is just a little something that I do. I don't always like to cut with an X-Acto knife, but I am going to slide this out of the way. I'm just going to make sure I hold on to it really well. You guys be cautious and careful if you use an X-Acto knife. I'm just going to make an X like this, and then I'm going to cut it out with my scissors because I don't like to use X-Acto knives unless I really have to. So then it gives me that little spot to where I can go in now with my detailed scissors. And I'm actually just going to go around really quickly. It's not going to be the outline yet, just to kind of give it a haircut, like I said, with the big sheets, get rid of all that extra waste, and then go in and do your detail cutting on this lines here. And it's a donut and the frosting isn't perfect. So if your center, like this isn't perfect, if your center is wonky, who cares? It's a donut, right? And then I pulled out these old school scissors. Do you guys still have these? Really old school scissors. This one is from Provocraft. I think I probably own every pair of them, and I'm so glad I kept them because they're so fun with the Kiwi Lane templates. So I'm going to make just take it along the edge here to give it that little frosting kind of look. Kind of fun little donut detail, right? I think it will be super fun. I love all the little details. It's the fun part. So there we go. There's, if you guys can see that, that's what it looks like with the little scissor detail on the edge. Really fun, quick. And then I'm going to run that through an embossing folder. But first I want to make the tan part. Just slightly show a little bit of the tan part of the bread of the donut. So I'm just going to take the same rings one and just do it again. And you're ever so slightly going to see it. Just ever so slightly. So we'll go ahead and give that a haircut. And then we will go ahead and cut that up. And then I'm going to run the two elements, the accessories, through my embossing folders that I shared earlier. So there's that. And then once I ink that up, you'll see the donut. Whoops, we're getting to the center because, you know, we don't want to see the center of the bread part. So same thing, I'm going to grab my X-Acto knife. I'm going to make my X holding really tight. I have a glass mat in case you're wondering. Make sure you're using a self-healing or a glass mat. You definitely don't want to cut through your wood table or your dining room table or a mat that's not meant to be cut on. My daughter did that once on a craft mat that was not meant for cutting on, and she cut right through it accidentally. All right, so I don't want that to be perfectly matched up. Oh, perfect. Okay, let's give that some ink. You guys have to tell me if you love donuts and what is your favorite type of donut, like brand or flavor. We have Krispy Kreme here, and I know that you either love them or you hate them, right? I like them. I think it's just because it's what we're used to here. But yeah, I don't particularly love grocery store donuts from the grocery market. I just feel like they're not the best. At least the ones around here are not. Let's go ahead and ink up this. I'm just kind of patting this on because it is so juicy. feel like I've talked about my ink all night long. You're probably tired of hearing about my ink pad. Okay, so that's going to be our cute little donut, and our cute little donut will go over here. So I'm going to emboss these two. I'm going to use the Swiss dots from Cuttlebug. If you have this, my favorite. This is going to be the a la carte shine. I'm going to put the a la carte shine in to this embossing folder here. And then I'm going to take the frosting, and I have a Doris embossing folder that's called Sprinkles, and it's like little cupcake sprinkles. And I know they're larger, but that's okay. We're gonna go with it. And I'm gonna stick that in here, and I'm gonna run these two through my embossing folder. And I'm gonna just do that really quickly because it's it takes up too much space on my desk and it's right next to me. So I'm gonna run those through really quick, and then I will show you the finished results really quickly through the machine. All right, so there's that one's done, and then let's do the a la carte shine. I love all the little details that a simple little embossing folder can help give a little bit more detail to the Kiwi Lane templates. I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and look at those because it's going to be so cute. Ta-da! Look how adorable. So cute. And then we have the a la carte sun. Just going to go up there, and you can see the cute little Swiss dots on there, polka dots on there. All right. You like the mom and pop donut shops? Yeah, they are the best, aren't they? Chocolate with sprinkles. That's what my kids love too. They love chocolate and sprinkles. All right. So let's go ahead and pop up the cloud. We'll keep this a la carte shine down low, flat, or however you want to say that. And so we'll go ahead and place that there. And then we'll get some pop-up for the little cloud and get that stuck down. Cowboy donuts. I haven't heard of them. Is that a chain, Gail, or is that like an independently owned donut place? Ooh, maple bars. Yes, that's a good one. Love maple bars as well. I have a tendency to put a lot of pop-up. Is that just me? Did you guys do it too? Have I ever inked my folders and ran them through the Cuttlebug? Yes, I have. I actually, probably off camera, before I share the final layout with everybody, I'm going to go back over these sprinkles with some stickles. I think I'm going to use some different colored, like in the actual donut, there's yellow and blue and green and, you know, all the confetti colors, which I think will be really cute with the paper. So I'm going to go ahead off camera just because those take a while to dry, and, you know, that's be kind of that detail work that I'll do off camera. But yeah, thanks for suggesting that. I'm going to, I think I want a little bit of the rays showing. Let's do it like that. Pop up, perfect. And then I think we should put some pop-up on the back of the donut because I think it will be cute to have a little bit of dimension. I'm going to use these pop-ups here. I think these are some of my favorite because there's like no waste on these particular pop-ups. You want a donut now? Did I make you hungry for a donut? I'm sorry. this peeled off. It's a small family-run shop. Oh, with a few locations. Oh, wow. Did they really compete on the Food Network? That's awesome. My daughter has a friend who, I guess they have an Italian restaurant in Monterey, California, and it's Italian. And they've had that famous food critic show up at their restaurant and eat their food. Sounds intimidating to me. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stick our icing down on our donut, and then I'll go ahead and do details on that. So that's what that looks like, super cute. Just a touch of the, you know, donut part there to show. I have to figure out if we're gonna background those. Let's go ahead and pop these up, because I know we talked about popping these elements up earlier in the live. So we'll go ahead and get some pop up on there. Wow, you guys, time is going by so fast. This is crazy how fast this goes by when you're scrapbooking with all your fellow friends and Kiwi crafters. All right, let's go ahead and get this stuck down. I'm telling you, I love this tool, these little pincher things. Help me get that one doesn't want to come off. There we go. So sticky. I buy this in the roll. I think I get it from Hobby Lobby. Yes, I like it because you can get a large amount of surface covered for, instead of using like a lot of pop-ups like I did on that one. All right, and then let's set that down, which that will go over there. And then let's do this guy here. The only thing is that it does make your scissors a little sticky. That's okay. And I'm just gonna put a couple around the outside of the circle here of my photo, and then I'll put some in the middle just so it doesn't like cave in. Just I'll probably put 2 of them here. And then we'll peel those off. And we'll go ahead and move on to this, and then we'll glue those photos down, and then we should be done with this. Super glad that you all could join me tonight. It's been a while since I've done a live. Well, you know, it's been busy. I am scrapbooking, as I always do. I am working my way through my kits. I fell behind with my monthly kits, and so I worked on about 7 different kits in the past month, and I'm excited to have 7 more kits completed and photos and memories put into my albums. Actually, can I move that one over? Cringe, right? I'm gonna see if I can move that one back over a little bit. I know I'm not the only one who does that, right? Because we have this big circle here, and I'm gonna have to have this tucked underneath. I'll just move it over, probably about right there. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. I like it. We also have these fun enamel dots. If you haven't seen those or used enamel dots before, they're really fun. They're just a fun little extra pop of color that you can, you know, put some places. All right, so let's glue these down. I think they're ready to be glued down. one is going to go here. And then put this one down. All right. Now, I know our time is getting kind of past the 2-hour point. We only have really just to glue this little section down here, which I can always do off camera, but I would like to finish up this little circle thing here, the little swirl. So what I was kind of thinking is maybe we need to decide a color for this little element here. And then the background, I was thinking a circle. So I'm thinking let's do a circle. Let's do a circle in this, and then we'll do the element in green. So it kind of pulls in the border. So let's go ahead and do that. Trace this really quick. Rings number 1 is going to be the circle for the center of the swirl, just so we can tie some more of the layout together. And let's give this a quick cut of ink. And then we can do some dimension over here as well. All right, let's get this inked up. And then that will sit in the center here. And then let's go ahead and cut out the green one in the elements 5. Are you guys liking this so far? Am I inspiring you? Are you getting flooded with some inspiration and ideas on how you can use the kit? Be sure to download the Ideas to Inspire PDF and look through that, and I'm sure you will be inspired. There's so many super cute ideas in this month's idea book. I know there's another layout or two that I definitely want to take elements from and incorporate them onto a couple of more scrapbook layouts using this kit. Cutting from the back side just because I traced, we're gonna flip it over and use the green side, but I traced it on the purple side. You guys do that sometimes, flip your design, so because of the pattern. Go ahead and get this inked up soon here too. Making sure I'm not missing any of your comments. You're thinking boardwalk at the shore. Oh, that will be fun. Yeah. These colors, they're just like so fun. Like just looking through this kit, I'm so excited and I was like, oh, I love it. I am more of a bright colored scrapbooker. I feel like sometimes I feel like the subtle colors kind of stump me and I have to really think about how I want to go about using the softer tones, the pastels, but bright colors I can use any day. Give me some bright colors and I'm happy. Bold and bright. This one all inked up. So the last question before I finish up the layout for the night is, I need a vote if I should go ahead and put colored pieces inside of the swirl. It would be the exact same shape as the photos, but just a pattern, like multi-pattern. So 4 different patterns that I could cut really quickly and add on to the swirl. So let me know, take a vote in the comments really quick so that I can start cutting those out and getting them traced and cut out. And I like to play with my paper sometimes too and manipulate it so it kind of gives it a little bit of shape, and I know that eventually it flattens out in the book, but that's okay. So let me know what should we do. Should we go ahead and Go ahead. Yes, do colored pieces in the swirl. Yes, colored pieces might be too busy. Let's see what colors we have to work with for that. Let me bring over that template again. So far, super cute. I think it's looking cute. So we could use, probably don't want to use that one. We could go with the red. It's more like a, oh, I kind of like that card. I might actually not cut into that card because it's a super cute saying on it. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, let's see. We have yellow. I think these fit perfect in there. Yep. We could do like a yellow over here. Wow, we could pull in, I think I have a piece of scraps. We could do red. Could do like a red. Hopefully you guys can get a picture of this. So I'm just kind of playing. I'm just placing these like red, oops, yellow, red. And then I feel like we need a green. So we could, we have a green there. Ooh, the light blue. We definitely need the light blue. And then one more color. Yes to the colors. Yes, yes. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the everybody commenting yes for the swirls. Okay, let's just start cutting those ones and then we'll figure out the last color. And then we'll pretty much be done. And then I'll go ahead and add some enamel dots on there. And then I'll finish up the details of the little donut for my final share with you guys. And then we will, I'll get that posted so you can see it. I love all of your input. So very helpful. So fun. So there's the red one. We'll trace all of them and get them out of the way. Let's do this blue one and the yellow. I love that you can use the back of the cards if you're not into the sayings on the front or you're not a card maker. It's so fun to be able to utilize the scraps that way. Haircut. Okay, so I need one more color to go with, let me check the back sides of these other ones I've cut into and see what other color should I go with. So to cut these out and lay them down. So we have kind of mixed reviews. It looks like more people are saying go with the colored pieces than don't go with the colored pieces. So I'm already going to cut them out and ink them up and place them there, and that will give you an idea. Even if we think it is too busy on here, I personally don't think it will be too busy because these are kind of more of a solid pattern. They're kind of like your background tones that you would be using. I don't feel like they're going to take away from the layout, but let's just give it a try. That's the nice thing, is I can always use them on another layout if it doesn't look right or it looks too busy. Blenders help on the back of the patterns. Yes. Yes, yes. It is a bright and happy one. That is for sure. And then we would put the yellow one there and the red one there. See, I think that's fun. That's super fun. What do you guys think so far? How is that looking to you? I know looking at it from your angle versus looking at it from my angle is completely different sometimes. And then I still need one more color. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I really I'm having so much fun with you guys. Okay, and then we need one more color. What color should we do, you guys? Do you guys like that so far? I got the light blue here, Becky. I'm gonna try to see if this solid green would fit. I don't really have purple anywhere. We've already got a red one. The blue won't work. Try that one, has umbrellas on it. That one's blue. You like the extra pop? Okay, awesome. Awesome. Let me see what other scraps I have over here, just in case I missed any red. No. And we could do, what do you guys think? What do you think? Yellow, what should I do? Green? You like it and you didn't think you would? Yay, I'm so glad I changed your mind. I could do this pop of orange here, even though I don't have orange, but the paper has orange in it. What do you think? Should we do a pop of orange there? Or I can see if the green will fit in. Let me see, what did I do with that green card? What do you think, guys? Should you like the same blue on the swirl? The same blue on the swirl. This one up here. Or just the background swirl. Like this one, Susan, is this the one that you like? More of a patterned blue. I'm not sure if it will pop very much. And I'm still looking for my green card. Not funny. I'm like, did I just lose my green card? Pink. Should I add pink? I could totally do pink. Okay. Let's put that over there and take a look. You like it? And I can move these around a bit too. We could put the pink over here if it's too, or the yellow over here. And we could put the pink over here. So it's kind of like in the corners. Okay, let's trace it. Let's trace it. I think you are right. Whoever suggested that, you are awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Carrie. I appreciate you watching. Have a great night. Great night. I was just trying to stay within the kit, but this will be perfect. I love it. And what I will do is I will just glue these down off camera since it's pretty much the end of the layout here. And then you guys can take a peek at it, comment, let me know what you think of the final result. I will put some enamel dots on though before I say goodnight to everyone. I'll just ink that up really quick. I love this. I'm not sure, it's a textured cardstock. It's so pretty. I love the texture of it. Just adds a little bit of dimension. So then, oops, did I cut that out wrong? Whoops. I did, but that's okay. It's cardstock. You can flip it over. Okay, do we like the pink one there in the top corner? Yeah, it does. It goes with the dough on it, doesn't it? It does. It makes it pop. And this will be super cute once I get all of the little colors popped on there. And then I was thinking of putting a couple dots here. I think we'll go with, let's do a red one, like a large red one. And I like to put them in sets of 3 when I work with enamel dots. And I think we should go with a medium-sized green one. Okay. And then an orange one. Or actually, no, let's do a blue one. And let's do dark blue, light blue, blue. Let's see, I think we'll do the light blue. And I'm going to do with the little baby enamel dot right there. So I'm going to put those there, and then I may put a couple more over there when I'm done. But that's pretty much my layout for tonight using the Over the Rainbow kit. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that I've inspired you to pull out your kits, whether it's this kit or some kits that you just haven't had a chance to get to yet. Pull them out, start creating those memories. Get them put down. Don't leave them on your phone or your computer. They really do tell a story of our lives, and we are the one who tells our family stories, right? So get them out, get it printed, get out your kits, find some inspiration, pull up the Inspire digital books for some inspiration, and look through it, be inspired. There's nothing wrong with taking somebody else's layout and doing the same thing, because why reinvent the wheel? And be sure, if you do share your layout with Kiwi Lane, be sure to hashtag it, create with Kiwi Lane. And also don't forget, we have several other videos coming up for inspiration. We've had some fun videos so far this past week. Be sure, if you've missed those videos, to go back and watch the recording. Tanya King will be up on Wednesday with some fun tips and organization for your Kiwi kits. So be sure to tune in for that. And yeah, I've had a great time tonight crafting with you. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. We will see you again soon. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.